Welcome back to Trucks and Tractor Power, and here is a guy that's in the driver's seat literally and figuratively. That's Ron Pence. He leads the standings right now. As we take a look at the line, and staging will be Jim Bamford in the Heartbeat 1733, and he goes up against Chris Fadling in Just Do It.
Chris Fadling will come out in a fiberglass Jeep. He's brand new to the sport. By brand new, the word that I get, this is the first time he's taken a run down the track. That'll be in a far lane. Oh, Motruck's having a little bit of problem. We got trouble. Fadling tucks the right rear over, rolls over about 2.5 times, lands upside down. The throttle was still being winged there. A lot of nitrous oxide bottle shoot out of there. Yeah, the nitrous bottle came off. A lot of fuel. You can see it dripping down over his shoulder. He's trying to hit the quick release. Safety crew is right there. Well, he's moving around the cockpit as if to say, help me get out of this mess. Oh, what a way to enter the world of mud racing. Okay, they get him away. All right, good deal. I'm glad to see that. You know, well, you just hold your breath when something like that happens, don't you, Gary? Well, Fadling was not going all that quick compared to some other runs, but he gets in trouble down here toward the end. He's in trouble right now, actually. When he comes out of the pit, it's starting to go sideways, and it just hooks on him, see? It tucks the right rear, just like a sprint car or a midget would do on a dirt track, and rolls over, 2.5 times, lands upside down. Okay, but he's still on the throttle right there. And now he's off of it. Okay. Well, you know, the safety crew is right there at hand. Pretty standard question for someone who's been upside down. Yeah. What day is it? Where are we? What's your name? He's okay. One thing about a bit. And he still has his manners. You hear that? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He's a class kid. He'll be all right. Well, let's take one more look. Far lane. Fadling in trouble about halfway down, but the real trouble magnifies when he gets out of the end of the dirt, the mud right here. It hooks on him. Tucks the right rear. And then bam. See, when he comes out of the pit and gets some bite, now it's when it starts to. It's like hooking a rut in a sprint car. Just like you said, like run up on a cushion. Man, he hit something solid and it had to flip on him. He'll have one sore neck tomorrow in case of what we call racing rheumatism. Every joint in his body will be stiff tomorrow when he climbs out of bed. That's why this is a young man's sport. I've seen some old guys do that as well in all forms of motorsport. Well, the safety equipment held up. The cage held up on it. There were some pieces that came off. One of my concerns was the nitrous bottle that flew off, but the driver's okay. You know, that's part of motorsports. What can you say? These fans are waiting. They'll get the track cleared away, and we'll be getting ready to go back to racing pretty quick, Gary. Well, we understand he was taken in by ambulance for just precautionary observation, so we'll not have a chance to talk to Chris. But here is a young lady. I like the name of this one, Flirting with Disaster. Well, we opened the show talking about the Oklahoma-Missouri battle. We've got one on the line right now. Our girls against the guys, or whatever you want to call it. But they're trying to go after a 261. Harbach's in trouble. Harbach almost did the very same thing that Chris did. She almost tucked that right rear, which had tossed her upside down, but she's disqualified for running out of her lane there toward the exit. The Conville goes to 3:08. You know, they're cutting some good numbers out there. What happens is in the right lane on the TV screen right now, where Flirting with Disasters, there's a rut. She's in it right now. No matter what she does, that vehicle will follow the rut. And I don't know what you do in a case to get rid of the rut. I guess you have to run across it. We'll watch the next driver in that lane, Gary. Well, of course, she'll have one more pass now because each driver does have an additional pass to make. And let's go down trackside with Army. Well, Paula, sometimes it's almost like they got a mind all their own.
This one did. I don't know where it went. We get the hay bales and the lights. I don't even know what we did.
Well, I think just about everything on the other end of the track was tagged at one time or another. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Got a little bit of a headache, little tight quarters, kind of gets you up here, but we're fine. We'll be all right.
Such a ladylike sport to get mud all over the face. We're going to take a look now momentarily at the first round standings. Ron Pence once again lays down a 261 in Tater. Tom Means at 288. But keep in mind, George Gregory will not be able to continue. He is third right now on the leaderboard at 3 seconds even in the Newbury, but he made contact with that light standard.
Dan Brown will come out. He's in a program with a 3:13. He's got to better that. So what you're saying, as Brown gets ready to go against Pence, I was wondering why Pence is coming back. Well, in this sport, you could actually win first and second. You have quick time and second quick time. I was wondering why he was setting in the lanes. Well, that's what it is. It comes down to a dollar and cent run. Plus, hey, he's in front of his own home state. Whoa, a little bit out of shape.
Yeah, this won't come close to that first run of his, but he will continue to lead. It's the fastest of the two runs down through the pit at 3:24. He won't take second today. He may hang on to first, but he won't get second.
Yeah, but he got to show off a little bit for the home state folks. That counts for something.
Just showing off a bit. Here's a look at Fred Wilhite in the money pit out of Decatur, Illinois. And he goes up against the two-time indoor champion Tommy Martin in the Super Trooper.
You know, I was wondering if Martin would have any problems adjusting to coming outdoors. It's kind of like a duck to water. He learned real quick. I think he likes the outdoor track. The indoor tracks are short. Boy, he can really get out there and leg outdoor. But the money pit thumps him big time. That would be an upset.
Had some starting problems.
Yeah, but I tell you what, the finish line is what this sport's all about. The old clock goes 3:01.
That looks expensive to me.
Looks like a transmission problem. Some kind of a line came out. Martin, a 3:21. Not the run he wanted by any means. Who is this?
The Mud Shark. Mike Erdely. See if he can take a bite out of that 2:61 run laid down by Ron Pence earlier. We're coming back. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sedalia, Missouri, where Ford Trucks presents the Fenda Four-Wheel and Off-Road Jamboree Spring Nationals, a part of the B.F. Goodrich Performance Series. These jamborees offer a host of activities for the truck lover, as well as the entire family. And to find out more, call or write the Special Events Promotion Company. And there is a look at Ron Pence in a pensive mood as he talks to Jim Harbuck. He laid down a 261 early. Has been watching everybody else take shots at him.
Jim Harbuck is Paula Harbuck's husband. He's the crew chief on the vehicle. He drives himself. Meanwhile, Tom Leach, who thought would be a player, came out in his second run. Numbers were not there. It goes a 3:03. That will not affect the lead.
Showing you some of the second round runs now. Flirting with disaster. Paula Harbuck there in the near lane.
In the back pedal for about the first 15 feet. It looks like there's just no bite on the starting line as we got into the second round of competition. She goes a 3:47. Doesn't help her cause at all.
In oval track racing, we say the track has gone away, or it's going away. This track certainly has gone away.
Exactly. But Zoom, safe, not out of bounds. He slid through.
But a slow dive.
Yeah.
The driver with one shot now at that 261 is Mike Erdely. He did not make his first pass. We caught up with him right after he failed to present the Mud Shark.
Gary, we were talking about what the odds-on favorite. Well, the tides have changed. Mike Erdely, what happened out there this afternoon? You didn't make the call.
Well, Army, I tried to get ready ahead of time so I wouldn't be holding things up, building a little heat in the engine and everything. This hot day, and we had a weak battery. It didn't have enough reserve to refire the hot engine.
So this will make the final pass for Jim Bamford in the Heartbeat 1733 and Mike Erdely in the Mud Shark. The last shot at that 261 laid down by Ron Pence and Tater.
Do or die. This is it. Not going to be there.
Yep, it will not be there this afternoon. And Ron Pence will hang on. He was the first to run. He laid down that 261, and he will take the victory here this afternoon in Sedalia, Missouri, as we take a look at the Mud Shark.
329. You can actually see when he was on and off the throttle, and he just was never able to really put the horsepower. 334 doesn't help the cause of the Chevrolet in the other lanes. But watch the replay come up when you see right there. He's on the throttle, off the throttle, on the throttle, off the throttle, back on the throttle. You know, when you only got a 3-second game to play, you better stay after that throttle. He just wasn't able to stick the horsepower, Gary.
The Mud Shark gets a tow back to the pit area. And a thumbs up from Mike there, but it would not be his day, as the leaderboard will show you the final standings. Ron Pence wins it in Tater at 261. Tom Meade second in Shake Me, and George Gregory third in the New Breed. Well, in the end, the Show Me State Showdown was all Missouri today. Army?
Well, Gary, you're exactly right, but Ron Pence will be the first to tell you, you don't win one of these things by yourself, do you, Ron?
No, you don't. I've got a good group of guys behind me back in Fredericktown, and all my family supports me, and that's what keeps me out here running more than anything.
I'll tell you what, congratulations. You started off on top, and you had to sit there all day long and take shots at you. But when it was over, you're the guy that's taking home the money. Again, congratulations to you.
Yeah, we had a good draw today, and we had a good run out of it, and that's what it takes to win.
Once again, our congratulations going out to Ron Pence. He laid down the gauntlet early, and here's the future mud racer. That's a cheap way to go mud racing right there. For Army Armstrong, I'm Gary Lee. We'll see you next week for another edition of Trucks and Tractor Power. Now, here's news of an exciting video release from Diamond P Sports.